Hi everyone, my name is Masood Saeed, and I'm a social science psychologist. In this video, I'll be discussing EDL's no-show tactics, fear without action. The English Defense League announcing a rally sends shivers down the spines of many communities. Even if the group doesn't show up, the fear is very real. People worry about violence and intimidation. They worry about their businesses and homes. This fear is exactly what the EDL wants to create. They aim to disrupt daily life and spread anxiety, even without setting foot in the streets.
The threat alone is enough to make people change their plans. Shops might close, and events might get cancelled. Residents might stay indoors, afraid of potential clashes. This disruption to normal life is a victory for the EDL. They achieve their goal of spreading fear, even if their rally is just a phantom threat.
This tactic of announcing rallies and not showing up is a form of psychological warfare. It keeps communities on edge, never knowing when or if the EDL might actually appear. This constant uncertainty takes a toll on the well-being of residents and creates divisions within society. The EDL thrives on this chaos and uses it to further their agenda.
The EDL's strategy is called asymmetric protest. It means they fight on their own terms, not through direct confrontation, but by exploiting vulnerabilities. They know they can't win by outnumbering opponents or engaging in open debate. Instead, they choose to operate in the shadows, utilizing fear and misinformation as their weapons of choice.
This approach is deliberate. The EDL understands that a large-scale, violent confrontation would likely result in their swift defeat and discrediting. By remaining largely unseen, they control the narrative. They dictate the terms of engagement and force their opponents to react to their phantom menace.
This tactic allows a small group to exert a disproportionate amount of influence. They understand the power of fear and how it can paralyze entire communities. This fear becomes their greatest weapon, more effective than any physical force they could muster.
The EDL's phantom rallies have a real cost, both financially and emotionally. Police forces have to prepare for potential violence, deploying officers and resources that could be used elsewhere. This strain on law enforcement budgets is significant and diverts crucial resources away from other essential services.
Counter-protesters also bear a heavy burden. They feel compelled to mobilize and make their voices heard against the EDL's hateful rhetoric. However, repeatedly turning out for rallies that never materialize takes its toll. It leads to exhaustion, disillusionment, and a sense of futility.
This exhaustion is precisely what the EDL wants to achieve. They aim to drain the energy and resources of their opponents, making it harder for them to resist in the long run. By creating a constant state of alert, the EDL hopes to wear down the opposition, leaving them demoralized and unable to effectively challenge their agenda. Section 4. Manipulating the narrative, controlling the story. The media plays a crucial role in the EDL strategy. The mere announcement of a rally, regardless of whether it happens, generates headlines.
This attention, even if negative, serves their purpose. It keeps them in the public eye and amplifies their message of fear and division. Furthermore, the media often focuses on the response to the EDL's threats, showing images of police presence and counter-protests.
This coverage creates a perception of widespread unrest and reinforces the EDL's narrative that they are a significant force to be reckoned with. This manipulation of the media narrative allows the EDL to control the story. They dictate the terms of the debate, forcing the media to react to their agenda.
This control over the narrative is a powerful tool, allowing them to shape public perception and advance their extremist views.
Section 5. Building resilience, countering fear with facts. So, how do we counter this insidious tactic? How do we stop the EDL from winning through intimidation? The answer lies in building resilience, both within our communities and within ourselves.
We need to be critical of information, especially online. Don't believe everything you read. Verify information from reliable sources before reacting with fear or anger. By questioning what we see and hear, we can help stop the spread of misinformation.
Secondly, we need to stand together. The EDL thrives on division. They want to pit communities against each other and sow discord. We must resist this by building bridges, fostering dialogue, and celebrating our diversity.
When we stand united, we are much stronger than any force that seeks to divide us. Remember, fear thrives in silence. By speaking out against hate, promoting understanding, and supporting each other, we can build a more resilient and inclusive society. Do not forget to tap on the like, subscribe, and share buttons. Also leave a comment.